welcome Catherine.
Friendship has and always will define a person's life. Friendship is the basis of relationships, marriage, mentorships, and society. And how we maintain these friendships is evolving around us. Connections we have with people now are completely different than the interactions we had with people less than 10 years ago. We prefer to text instead of call. We instant message instead of email. And we wish friends that we haven't seen in 15 years but still think about. Happy birthday because Facebook told us to. Technology has made it possible to stay friends with people who otherwise we would have grown apart from. And because of this, all the interactions we have with our friends is changing. But that doesn't make the friendships themselves any less rich. Friendships are now an extension of our digital selves. And as friendships themselves increasingly migrate online, it's only natural that friendship making will too. Back in 2005, I had the all too familiar experience of walking into a high school cafeteria and having absolutely no idea where to sit. You scan the tables and see complete stranger after complete stranger before mustering up the guts to say, "Can I sit with you?" For my brother Dave and I, friendship making was tough. We were the new kids. But one day, while flipping through a normal high school yearbook, we got the idea that we could make meeting new people fun. Fired up by this idea, we started brainstorming. We found a team of developers from Mumbai using a site similar to Elance, and we sent them hundreds of pages of specification sheets and pen-on-paper wireframes, detailing and illustrating exactly what the site would do and how it would operate. Powered by caffeine and motivated by the idea, we worked tirelessly until 3 or 4 in the morning communicating with our team, while still having to get up for 7:30 in the morning homeroom at our high school. But finally, we launched the site. And we got people to join by wearing cool t-shirts to school every day that said something like, "Answering the questions that matter most. Who are your friends' friends, and are they hot?" These t-shirts generated a lot of buzz, and soon people were coming up to Dave and I around the track and our cafeteria and just telling us their ideas for the site and informing our product. Soon, our cafeteria table became the popular one as people couldn't help but talk about this network. It was transformative to our high school social lives, but more than that, it was working. I met one of my best friends on my own network. Kate is a grade younger than me, so our paths didn't naturally cross until we met online. But when we became friends online, we met offline, and now, almost 8 years later, she's still one of my closest friends. Within our first year, we had 1 million people join, all wanting to meet new people. And now we have over 40 million members, with them saying that half of them have met a best friend on MeetMe. And now we want to revolutionize friendship making everywhere. But in order to do that, we need to recognize the 5 essential truths relating to the nature of friendship and the parts of friendship that can never change. First, friendship is necessary. Though it works for kindergartners, saying, "Will you be my friend?" seems a little odd as you get older. Easy friendship making seems confined to those in elementary school age, but our desire for friendship and social interaction is a basic human need, and the value of friendship only increases as we get older. According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is shown here, before a person is motivated to pursue higher level needs, such as gaining confidence or becoming creative, they first need friends. You need that feeling of belongingness before you're motivated to reach the higher self-actualization needs. But if friendship's so important, then why wasn't there anything out there to help us make friends? One of the core uses of the internet was to connect people no matter how far away they lived. I remember joining AOL chat rooms and lobbies on AIM just to talk with people and see if we had anything in common. But these interactions were missing something that we had in our real-life friends. They are missing serendipity. Serendipity is a fortunate accident, like fate. It's serendipity that gives you that spark of chemistry with a friend. And it's that spark that separates people who you'll grow apart from and friends who have the potential to drastically change your life. And sometimes all that spark needs is the timing to be right. But companies now that provide ways of meeting new people often neglect to make it serendipitous because it's incredibly difficult to do. Instead, they organize people by compatibility or by recent activity. But there's nothing interactive or engaging about that method. It's basically like digitizing a phone book. But we think engineering serendipity would change friendship making forever, because serendipitous interactions are key in all relationships. And we know that something other than picking our friends out of a list is what brought us together. Friendship needs to feel lucky. Friendship also isn't predictable. When two people meet, a lot goes on in the backgrounds. Subconsciously, you know things, maybe it's what they're wearing or how they speak. But with all these cues happening in the background as to what the person is like, it's hard to pinpoint exactly what draws you to someone. And so it's hard to know exactly how or why you become friends. And people are notoriously poor at figuring out what they want in another person. As a study this year by Dr. Finkel from the Association of Psychological Science pointed out, dating site algorithms fail at predicting successful relationships, and there is no substitute for just spending 2 minutes with someone over a cup of coffee. As people aren't very good at figuring out the qualities they're looking for. And we're not good at it on a dating site. We're also not good at it with figuring it out for friends. When I try to list the qualities that attract me to my friends, I end up contradicting myself because all of them are different. They all have different interests and characteristics. And if I can't figure out why I'm friends with these people, then how can some random company figure it out for me? I found out just how hard it was to pick a friend out of a list when I was an incoming freshman at Georgetown University. This is Georgetown. I entered their CHARMS program, which is a roommate matching system. And you have to fill out a questionnaire, and you can message back and forth with potential roommates. I found this, the roommate I selected, we looked great on paper. Same profiles, we had very similar interests in TV shows and music. But when we met in person, you could tell within the first day, we're probably not going to become friends. There's just no chemistry there. In comparison, while I was buying books in the bookstore, I met my friend Jessie, and we just hit it off. Not only is picking someone out of a list more time-consuming and less magical, but it doesn't work as well. As Malcolm Gladwell illustrates in Blink, you can know a lot about a person within the first few moments of meeting them. And your gut feeling is generally accurate. That's why algorithms and profiles don't matter. Interactions are all that matter. And in order to figure out if you have chemistry with someone, you need to meet them. It's important to note that though my meeting with Jessie was serendipitous, it wasn't random. We weren't browsing in some random store in a random city. We were shopping in our college bookstore, surrounded by lots of people around the same age and the same proximity, with shared life stages and ambitions. And most importantly, we were looking for friends. Friendship needs intention. Everyone knows how to keep someone from talking to you. If you're on a subway, you might stick in your earbuds, make sure no one comes up to you and talks with you. But in order to make friends, you need to be open to making friends. And that means if you're in a new city, you join a recreational sports league, or you frequent the same bars or clubs. The intention is there. Intention is why Facebook is not right for meeting new people. If you send someone an invitation to be your friend on Facebook that you don't know, they'll ignore it because it's weird on Facebook. The context isn't right. But on meeting networks, it's different. Everyone is there to meet new people, so the atmosphere is right. Lastly, friendship is fluid. With the introduction of the online term friends, our definition of the word friend has broadened significantly. Of my more than 700 Facebook friends, I only keep in touch with about 1/8 of them, but I know all of them. Which is why I'm not really interested in getting to know any of them better, since I feel like I've already explored the bounds of our friendships. I'm much more interested in meeting new people, because I know that as I grow older and people flow in and out of my life, the people who are most important to me will change. That's not to say any of the friendships end, they just evolve. And that's what MeetMe's goal is. It's to introduce you to that next group of people to explore. We want to figure out that spark that starts a friendship, because it is inconceivable to me that there won't be a mobile version of a bar or coffee house that intelligently takes into account location, interests, and every other available cue to make serendipity happen and friendship work. Thank you.